Hey guys, it's Neselle. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your day to tune into this video. I am so excited because I have my very first Bath Body Works Empties video to share with you guys. I have never filmed one before, and for some reason it just never came across my mind to film one. I just always immediately toss out and recycle the old packaging as soon as I'm finished with the product. So I'm actually really impressed with myself that I managed to remember to save a majority of the products that I've used up. And I say majority because I mean, it was inevitable that some products I just immediately went to toss out. So I don't have every single item, but I do have a majority of the items that I have used up within the past few months. I don't have like a specific duration of when I use these products. I want to say maybe like in March or something, I just decided to save or start saving items to film an empties video. So maybe these items were from March. I don't really remember. So I'm not going to go in any particular order, but I do have some items that don't even fit in this little bin, and they are actually candles. So this first candle that I have is in coconut leaves, and this is a candle that I actually just hauled in one of my semi-annual sale videos, and I burned this in my bedroom and it smelled amazing. I will say though, I was a little bit skeptical on burning this in my bedroom because my bedroom is rather small, so I didn't want to burn a large candle, like a large 3-wick candle, because I feel like it's too overpowering for the size of my bedroom. But this one I was pleasantly surprised because it was not overly powering whatsoever. So with that being said, I feel like if you place this in a larger open area room, I feel like it's not going to perform as strongly as you would hope because it's in a 3-wick. So for me it turned out okay because, like I said, of where I placed it. But if I placed this, let's say downstairs in the living room where it's like a wide open area, like maybe it wouldn't have been as strong. But it performed really well. As you can see, there's really like no sooting whatsoever, and it burned pretty much down all the way to here. I don't know if you're quite seeing the shadow there, but it did burn all the way down, and excuse me. And yeah, there's no sooting. It just performed really well, and the scent throw was amazing, and the scent itself is amazing. So I'm not going to go over like the notes of each particular candle just because I do have a few things to go through. But overall, it's a really, really nice scent, really appropriate for the summertime. And if I can get my hands on another one of these, even next year if they re-release it, I will definitely go ahead and get me another one. This next candle that I finished up is another candle that I purchased during SAS, and that is the Sriracha candle. And this guy went a little bit out of control, as you can see. Like, it did soot pretty badly and the wax got all discolored. But this was actually kind of my fault because I left this burning a little bit too long for a couple of burns, so that's why it went a little crazy. But overall, I burned this in my downstairs living room, so again, you have that open area space concept shebang going on. So essentially how it is in my house is that my downstairs floor plan is really open, like it's not quite doored off. So it doesn't make sense for me to burn a candle in the kitchen and then to burn a candle in the family room because the two scents are just going to collide with each other. So I just went ahead and I burned this in my family room because the scent traveled to the kitchen anyway, and I wanted this to be in the kitchen because I just feel like, because this is a spicy scent, I just feel like it was just really appropriate to burn, let's say right after cooking, just to like neutralize the odors, if you will, from whatever we were cooking that day. So I want to say it did do its job. It wasn't as strong as I thought it would be in terms of spice, which I am personally very okay with. I'm somebody who doesn't like spicy scents, so I was really, really surprised to even have picked this up because it's legit just spicy fragrances. So it really just was a candle of different spices. So it was really spicy, but it wasn't as strong on the spices, but the fragrance itself, like scent-throw-wise, oh my gosh, I can't talk anymore. Scent-throw-wise, yes, it was really strong. So this, when it was burning, I could smell it all the way upstairs. So this one was really good. Next, I have some hand soaps here. So I finished up a Georgia Peach hand soap. This was one that I purchased, I want to say, last year's summer semi-annual sale, and Georgia Peach is just a classic scent for me. I always pick up Georgia Peach every single like spring and summer season. I have one currently in my collection that I'm waiting to use, and that was from this spring release. So yeah, Georgia Peach is just a classic for me. It smells really, really good. If you love peaches, that's hands down gonna be a definite favorite for you. And this next one is in Strawberry Picnic. This was available during last year's summer semi-annual sale, so I finally was able to use it up, and it was really, really good. This scent is really strong, and this scent actually does linger on your hands for quite some time. So I was sad to see that they didn't release a similar scent, if not the same exact scent this year, because this is just straight up strawberries, if you will. It's not like the strawberry lemon fragrance that they released for this summer. So I was sad to see that they didn't release this or re-release it, but it was a good hand soap. Lasted really long time on your hands. And then this next one is also a hand soap. This one I actually just recently finished the other day. This is in Perfectly Peaches and Cream, and this one is in the deep cleansing hand soap, whereas these two were in the foaming. I prefer foaming like 1,000 times over the deep cleansing or any of the moisturizing formulas. I just feel like the foaming hand soaps, first of all, you do get a little bit more product, so they do last longer than these guys. This, I honestly use this up in like a couple weeks, and it's like I just use this up really, really quick. So these don't last as long, but I just don't like the formula of the deep cleansing hand soaps, because I noticed that when I'm washing my hands, like, they're pretty chunky and they're really dense, so they get stuck on the sink, so you really have to like wipe it down as you're washing your hands or wipe it down afterwards, whereas these, obviously you don't have a problem because they're foaming, so they go right down the drain. So these, I don't like the deep cleansing formulas, but I got this at when did I buy this? I think I got this at like 2 semi-annual sales ago. I don't even remember exactly, but it was okay. Like, this was one of my least favorite peach scents, I will say. Typically, I love peaches. Like, I love peach fragrances. But this one, I feel like it was way too, I don't know. There was just a scent in this that I was just like, like, I didn't really, really like it. So that one is Perfectly Peaches and Cream. If that scent comes out again, I don't know if I would repurchase it, but it is what it is. And then I believe this is the last hand soap in here. This is the Clementine and Chamomile hand soap. This guy I placed in the kitchen, and it smelled amazing. Like, amazing. This scent is amazing. Just the balance of the Clementine and the Chamomile just like tied so well together, and it smelled really good. It smelled really relaxing, but also really refreshing at the same time. So it was a really nice experience to wash your hands at the kitchen with this scent. So this I really liked. I finished up a shower gel in Fresh Sea Salt Mango, and this is a new scent that they released for this year's spring collection. And I picked this up because I love mango scents. Peach, mango, and like cucumber scents, and like honeydew melon scents. Those are like my favorite spring and summer fragrances. So whenever I see any item that has those scents in them, I'm like automatically gonna purchase it. So this was their new mango scent that they released for this year, and as a mango scent, like, it was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie, like, it did lather really well and everything, but I don't, like, I have smelled other mango fragrances from Bath Body Works that I prefer over this one. So, for example, Maui, is it Maui Mango Surf? That is my favorite mango scent from Bath Body Works, and I prefer that, like, 1,000 times over this mango scent. I feel like this as a mango scent, it was pretty good, but there was just, like, another note in there that just threw it off for me a little bit, and it wasn't even the sea salt aspect of the fragrance. It was more of like another fruit, and I'm assuming it's the sun-kissed clementine that's supposed to be in the scent as well. So I feel like those two are just like not meshing together well, especially with that extra sea salt note in there. So I don't know, but as a shower gel, it lathered really well, and I really liked it. So I finished that up. And then as far as body care goes, I finished up, oh my gosh, I'm so sad to say that I finished this, but I'm really glad that I did, because it's like finally I finished a body care item, and that is Snow-Kissed Sugar. And this is the body cream, and I also finished up the fragrance mist. This scent came out in winter of 2015, and I absolutely love this scent. Like, I really, really want them to repackage this and like re-release it, because it smells amazing. It's just literally so, it's, for me personally, it's like the perfect transition scent from winter to spring, because it does have coconut in here, but it's not a summery coconut, it's not a spring coconut, it's definitely like a chilled, cooling winter coconut fragrance, and it does smell really appropriate for the winter time, and I love this scent so much. It's so good. I wish I got more, but I didn't expect it. I didn't expect to like this scent as much as I did, so sad about that. But again, I'm glad to say that I was able to finish those. I'm so close to finishing up a couple of other ones, but they're not quite finished yet, so I didn't want to cheat and include them in this video. So this next thing is the Cool as a Cucumber Face Sheet Mask. This is a relatively new item from Bath Body Works. I purchased 2 of these during the semi-annual sale because they were $1.50, and this, I was so intrigued to try this out, because I was just, I don't know, like, I was surprised to see that Bath & Body Works even put out or started putting out face masks. So I wanted to go ahead and give this a try, and this is a face sheet mask, so it's like, it's a sheet, it's not like you apply it with your fingers. And I didn't like this, like, at all. It was very cooling, but the sheet itself was just, I feel like it was overly saturated with whatever liquid was on it, that basically when I put it on my face, it was just soaking. Like, I thought like the face sheet itself was gonna drip with liquid, because it was just so soaked and so saturated, and it just didn't really feel calming. It didn't really feel relaxing as a face mask should, so I didn't like it. And then when you take it off, it says that you don't need to wash off the excess. All you have to do is just rub the excess residue into your skin, and your skin will absorb it. But again, it's just, it had so much residue left over and so much liquid that my skin didn't absorb the excess. Like, I had to wipe it off because it was just so much. I don't know, like, the feeling of this was just really heavy on my skin, and I personally just didn't like it, so I'm not going to repurchase the face masks. I finished up a pocket back in Peach Mango. I love this. I mean, you're combining 2 of my favorite scents, peach and mango, into one, so I have literally 5 of these. So I finished one, and then I have more candles. Oh, and I do have more body care and hand soaps. So this candle is in Cucumber Melon. This one I purchased, I believe, all the way back in September. Now the burn on this, okay, so besides the sooting, do you see that uneven burn? Like, this wick got immense puny wick syndrome, and it just didn't want to burn. Like, it honestly didn't want to burn. And I'm not somebody who cotton balls my candles or anything like that, tin foil them, whatever. I don't do that. I just let them burn, but I do trim the wicks religiously. But yeah, like, this one just didn't want to burn, and I was just fed up with it, and I was like, you know what, fine, if you don't want to burn, then you don't want to burn out evenly. So this wick just didn't want to light at some point. So yeah, that is that. I didn't like the performance of this candle. As you can see, it was atrocious. Minor sooting though, but again, that's on my part because I tend to leave my candles burning longer than they should. But overall, like, as a candle, it just wasn't that great performance wise. But as a scent, Cucumber Melon is one of my favorite favorite spring and summer fragrances of all time, so I do love the scent. It did throw very strongly. It filled my entire house, so the scent throw was really good, but the performance was absolutely terrible. And then this next candle is in Cactus Blossom. And this one burned beautifully. Look at that. No sooting whatsoever. Even burns. Look at those wicks. And it burned all the way down there. So yeah, this one I had no problems with. And as a fragrance, this threw so strongly. Like, this is such a strong thrower. And it smells really good. Like, this was my first candle that I burned for the spring season, if I'm remembering correctly, and it did. It smelled amazing, and you got that really nice balance of like that floral fragrance, but also with a vanilla and a coconut fragrance combined. It was really, really good. So this one I was very, very, very happy with, performance-wise and scent throw-wise. And then this next one is in Bergamot Mint. This is in that marble packaging, the same as coconut leaves. And this candle I actually burned in my bedroom. So again, it doesn't have, or it didn't rather have, a strong scent throw. So burn-wise though, it did burn really well, as you can tell. It burned evenly. I had no problems with this candle whatsoever. The throw is definitely more on the moderate side. Like, you can definitely smell it in my room, and then you could smell it out in the hallway, but it wasn't too overpowering, which is what I was afraid of, because this is a mint scent, and typically I'm not a fan of mint scents, but this one smelled really, really nice in my bedroom, and it performed really well. So if they release this candle again, or in this scent rather, I will definitely go ahead and repurchase that. And then I just burned my single wick candle in Honeysuckle and Freesia. This is a candle that I purchased during the semi-annual sale, and as you can see, it burned all the way down, and it was a really, really good burn. Like, there's a little residue on the sides, but no sooting whatsoever, and the scent throw on this was on the lighter side, I'm not gonna lie. For the most part, like, when you walk into my room, you can only get like a light noticeable fragrance. It wasn't anything like too overpowering. You can just tell that I had a candle burning in my room. So this one was more on the lighter side. I believe that's all I have for candles, but I do have some more body care and hand soaps, which I'm really excited about. So this next hand soap is in Afternoon Apple Picking, and this one I placed in my kitchen, and the scent is really good. It's just your straight up typical generic apple fragrance, so I really liked that. And then this next one is in French Tulips. And this came out during that French collection, I believe, last year. And this packaging, first of all, is absolutely beautiful, but the fragrance too is really, really nice. This scent was really strong as well. This was a fragrance that definitely lingered on your hands after you washed them. So, and they lingered for quite some time. The scent, like, was there for a significant amount of time after washing my hands. So this one was definitely really good. I loved that scent. And then this last hand soap that I have in here is in Bali Coconut Cove. And this one was typical, very, very, very strong on coconut. As you can obviously tell, it's Coconut Cove. And again, really strong fragrance. The scent lingered on your hands right after you wash them, and it pretty much lingered for a good amount of time. So this one was really good too. I had no complaints with that. I also finished up the New York Big Apple and Caramel Body Cream. So this scent, again, came out in 2015. And this scent was okay. Like, it's not my favorite apple fragrance that Bath Body Works has put out. I feel like it was just okay to me. So this one took me quite some time to finish up, so I'm glad that I finally was able to finish it. I still have the fragrance mist though, but I actually placed that in the downstairs powder room just to use as like a room spray. And then I also finished up my Coconut Mint Drop shower gel. I love this scent. At first, I didn't like this scent at all, but then after using it in the shower, I fell in love with it. Like, I actually do genuinely like this scent, and if they come out with this again this Christmas, I'm definitely going to stock up, because I do not have anything else in this fragrance with the exception of a body butter, and that's it. I don't even have a fragrance mist. So this one was really good. I am so excited. I really, really hope they release that again this coming Christmas time. And then this, oh my gosh, this is so old. This is a Vanilla Bean Noel fragrance mist, and this is really old. Like, I think this is like a 2013 edition, probably. But yeah, this is really old. I was just like, I mean, granted, it's not like completely done, but I can't squirt anything else out of here, so it's done to me. But yeah, so Vanilla Bean Noel is my favorite holiday traditions scent. They bring that back every Christmas time, and I always purchase it every Christmas time. As you can probably tell, like, I have a lot of these on hand, so I should probably stop buying them, because I have ones from like 2015 that I need to finish up. So yeah, I'm pretty much backed up on Vanilla Bean Noel, but it's just such a great fragrance, and like every single Christmas time, the new packaging that they release, I'm like obsessed with. So I have two more pocket backs in here. I have a green tea pocket back, which was really good. I love this scent so much. It's just really, really therapeutic and really relaxing. And then I finished up this Creep It Real pumpkin pie pocket back. This one took me a while to finish up because it's not my favorite scent. I just purchased it last Halloween to be festive, but I don't like this scent really. Like, as a pumpkin pie fragrance, I didn't like it. So, I was glad to finally finish that up. And then I also finished the green tea shea butter hand cream. So this is the same fragrance as the pocket back, just in hand cream version. So I was able to finish these two. I do like their hand creams. So this one I finished. And then I have some Wallflowers to share with you guys. I have two bulbs here, but I don't remember which fragrances were which. And then I tend to save the tags. So I don't save the actual bulbs. I go ahead and I recycle those right after, but I do save all the tags. So, quickly, I have the cucumber melon. I went ahead and I plugged this in. This was really strong. It's not as strong as the candle, but it was throwing for what I needed it to throw for, so I really like that. And regardless, like I said, I just always pick up cucumber melon because it's just a staple for me. And then I also used up the mango dragon fruit Wallflower. I went ahead and I plugged this in my grandfather's room, and he liked the scent a lot. It's really fruity, and as a mango scent, it smelled really good. From what I remember, it's just really fruity, and the scent throw is more on like the moderate side. But keep in mind, that was plugged in a bedroom. And then this next one is in Ocean Driftwood. And this one, I went ahead and I plugged in my brother's room. And he really liked this fragrance. It's very masculine, very cologne-esque. So he liked it. And this one had more of a moderate to strong scent throw, but more leaning on the moderate side. So that is that one. And then I also plugged in the Focus Eucalyptus and Tea. This is my favorite aromatherapy fragrance, the Focus one, because I love tea fragrances. So this one's a combination of eucalyptus and tea. So this is just default my favorite aromatherapy fragrance, so I liked that. And then I also have a pistachio ice cream. I went ahead and I plugged this in the formal dining room, and it smells amazing. Now, granted, it's still plugged in, and it's below half, but I'm not really smelling anything anymore, so I don't know if my nose just got used to the fragrance or if it's just not smelling as strong as it was when I first plugged it in, but I'm not really getting a fragrance from that now, so I don't know. And then this next one is in Cinnamon Pretzel Roll. And again with this one, when I first plugged it in, for like the first couple weeks, it smelled really strong consecutively, and then as it got to the halfway point and below, it just really wasn't smelling strong. So I don't know if that's just the thing with the Wallflowers. I feel like when the liquid gets to like halfway and below, it just starts to die out. So I don't know. That's just me. And then I also plugged in the Mineral Springs Wallflower. I plugged this in my brother's room, and it smelled really good. Like, it smelled really, really, really good, really refreshing. But again, it did have that almost like that underlying masculine cologne fragrance to it. So this one he liked and I liked as well. That one's more on the moderate side. And then this one is in Blue Ocean Waves. Now this one I plugged in, I think my parents actually have this plugged in their bathroom, and it's not as strong as I thought it would be. Like, I really just don't smell it. Like, I smell it very, very faintly. Like, I have to go in the restroom and I have to consciously like take a big whiff and then I smell it. Like, if I just walk in there in and out, I don't smell it. So this one was a little bit of a disappointment to me because it just wasn't throwing as strong as I would like it to. And then this next one is in Linen and Lavender, and this one smells so strong. This one is so good. This one I had plugged in the downstairs powder room, and throughout the duration of its performance, it smelled amazing, and it was a strong thrower. It didn't die out halfway towards the end. Like, it was throwing really strong. And then this last one is in Casablanca Lily, and this one was more on the lighter side. It was really good as a floral. I didn't mind that it was lighter because floral fragrances tend to give me a headache. So, like I said, I didn't mind that, but it was just more on the lighter side. So, just keep that in mind. So, those are all my Bath Body Works empties. I know it's a lot, and I'm so sorry that this video is a little bit longer than I intended it to be. I just really wanted to, like, give you guys a description of, like, how these performed and, like, how I like the products. I'm sorry I didn't really go into too much detail of how things smelled, particularly the candles, but I just didn't want this video to be, like, an hour long because I do have a lot of empties here. But thank you all so much for watching, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Peace!